Thank you, Mr. Speaker. We offer this motion to instruct because veterans in Arizona and across the country need action from Congress and from the Department of Veterans Affairs. Our motion instructs House conferees to accept the bipartisan bill drafted by Senators John McCain and Senator Bernie Sanders and overwhelmingly approved by the Senate so that we can immediately send a bill to the President's desk that will provide relief for our nation's veterans. The revelations that veterans at the Phoenix VA and veterans at other VA facilities across the country were placed on secret lists and had to wait months before seeing a doctor are immoral, irresponsible, and un-American. That veterans who served our country honorably may have died while waiting for care is unconscionable. Ongoing audits by the VA and the VA Office of Inspector General reveal systemic problems with wait times, with the scheduling process, and with the honesty and integrity of the system. Those responsible for this disaster must be held accountable. Many dedicated VA employees, many of them veterans themselves, work tirelessly to provide the best care to our veterans, but they are limited by this broken system, which is failing millions of our veterans. The first priority of the VA and Congress must be to provide our veterans the care they need. This challenge does not need a Democratic or Republican response. It demands an American response, and I appreciate the bipartisan leadership and work of Chairman Miller and Ranking Member Michaud. In fact, I co-sponsored and voted for both of Chairman Miller's bills. I supported bipartisan legislation to give the Secretary of the VA greater ability to hold underperforming senior executives accountable and to fire managers, like those in Phoenix, who manipulated wait times and put veterans at risk. I also supported bipartisan legislation directing the VA to use non-VA community providers to cut those wait times and increase the capacity and capabilities of the VA healthcare system. In Phoenix, we've established a working group of community providers, veteran service organizations, and the local VA to work together to improve access to services. We joined with the American Legion to establish a Veterans Crisis Center to provide service to our veterans. And thank you to the American Legion for moving so quickly and working with our community. We've also started to fully utilize programs like the Patient-Centered Community Care Contract, which cuts into wait times for specialty and mental health care at the Phoenix VA. And a new contract for primary care should be in place by the end of this month. But more action is required. This conference should move quickly to accept the Senate language, which passed 93-3. In addition to the good provisions in the House bill to improve access and accountability, the Senate language directs the VA to hire more doctors and nurses. It invests in 26 new VA facilities. It provides for in-state tuition for veterans, regardless of their home concept, a concept that the House overwhelmingly supported earlier this year. It extends post-9/11 GI Bill education benefits to surviving spouses of veterans who've died in the line of duty. It improves access to health care for military sexual assault survivors. And its scored as costing less than the House bill. Both Republicans and Democrats want to provide the best possible care for our veterans and their families. And we want to move quickly to provide this care. And that is why I urge my colleagues to accept this motion to instruct so we can move a bill to the President's desk quickly and we can provide the care and services our veterans have earned. Mr. Speaker, I reserve the balance of my time.